Hey everybody, it's Structures Steve again, and in this video we're going to wrap up our video series on the single rebar set tool and show how to do the spacings with it. So spacing, right? This is what I want to focus on next here. So we have two different ways to space the bars. We can tell the program to do it for us automatically, 1 foot optimal or ideal spacing, or we can tell it to give a certain distance and number of bars here. So let's see what this normal spacing is first here. If I just measure this 10 and 13/16, that doesn't really make much sense. Why is that doing that? Well, that's because this is an oblong shape here. So this footing here is, if I measure this, that's 10 feet, and I have a certain cover on here. So 1 foot. How does it know the position of the first bar exactly? Because that's what kind of determines the spacing of all these other bars here. So that's going to be the offsets over here. And if I go ahead and check on, let's play around with the Y direction bars first here. If I check this, and I see I have end offsets. So now, what are those offsets? It's kind of easy to see if I go to top view here. That's the distance from the edge of the guideline to the edge of the bar. That's what the 6 inches is. So this is almost, instead of offset, you can almost think this is clear cover. That's really what that is. So if I give this, let's go to like a front view, and let's change it to something a little easier. Number 8 bar, because that's 1 inch there. And if I want to give this offsets, let's see, this is 10 foot. So if I give it an offset of 5.5 inches, ought to work for us. Because right now we're looking at some odd spacing here, 11 and 7/8 here. So if I change this to 5.5, same with this one, then that should give us our 1 foot spacing here. So let's measure this, and there we go, I got the 1 foot spacing. So I was spacing at a certain distance so that I knew that the bar was at the basically 6 inches in from the edge. And if it's 10 foot footing, I know I'm going to have my number of bars here spaced at 1 foot. So playing around these offsets, that's going to establish the first and last bar of the set. And playing around the spacing is going to be what kind of changes the spacing in here in this. Now, this is supposed to be a preview of what the result of this is, but as we can see here, 1 at 5.5 is not right. Our first bar is actually at 6 inches here. So this is the nice part about this tool, though, because you can use the program to kind of space these bars automatically for you, or you can click on this and do a custom range of bars or a custom spacing. And this is really the only tool in ProConcrete where you can do this. So that's what makes this such a nice tool. So the nomenclature is very easy. Come in here, and it's just going to be how many bars and then at what spacing. And then the kind of at symbol is replaced with like a star here. So 1 bar at 6 inches. And kind of click somewhere else here to see the result of that. So now I just have 1 bar at 6 inches. That's good. And then let's say I want 2 bars at 3 inches. All right, that's going to be those 2 bars at 3 inches here. So very straightforward in how you do this. You just do comma and keep on going, whatever bar arrangement you want here. So I know I think I had 8 bars. No, 9 bars at 1 foot, but it's inches, so that's actually 12. And that got me what I had there before. So this is very, very nice. You put a nice custom range of bars. A lot of times we have to go around, drain pipes or need a certain opening or something with the bar spacing. So this is a good tool to use that for. And that's it for this video. If you liked it, go ahead and give it a like and make sure you subscribe so that you get notifications when the next video in the series comes out. Thanks for watching.